right now. So welcome again to our very first digital career booster Germany. It's the first time that we do this digitally. And yeah, we're gonna record this, and I would like to introduce our next presenter. The title of our next presentation is Preparatory and Fast Track Programs to Your Study in Germany. And the presenter, her name is Antonia Shibuzor. She joins us from New York City. She is the current trainee at the University of Cologne, New York office, and she earned her master's degree in media studies and English literature and culture at the University of Cologne. And later she held position as project manager for third-party funded projects at the international office of the University of Cologne, and as personal assistant of the vice rector for international affairs there. So, Antonia, would you like to open your camera so that we can see you?
Sure, sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you. That's good.
Hi.
Hi, that's very good. So we can hear you and we can see you. So, Antonia, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Hi, welcome to everyone. Yes, as already has been said, I'm going to tell you something about preparatory, and fast track programs to your study in Germany. So this is the overview of my presentation. I'm first going to tell you something about undergraduate study in Germany and the requirements. Then I'm going to tell you something about the general track, the so-called Studienbrücke or Studienkolleg. And then I'm going to quickly introduce the City and University of Cologne. And finally, I'm going to tell you something about the fast track program Studienstart International Plus, which is unique to the University of Cologne, which I obviously represent here in New York at the moment. So, what do you need in order to access or to become an undergraduate student in Germany? In general, you of course need a visa. You need a proof of financial resources. You need a university entrance qualification, skills, a certain level of skills in German language, a valid health insurance, an aptitude test, the so-called Testas test. I'm going to talk about that a little more later. And then there might be subject-specific requirements depending on the program you want to access. So with the university entrance qualification, there's always the question whether the high school diploma is sufficient. And there's actually two databases where you can type in your personal information and your specific high school diploma to find out whether it's sufficient, whether you need like any extra credits or whatever. The first program where you can look that up is on the site of the DEAD, which you probably have already heard of, the German Academic Exchange Service. Exactly. All of the links in the presentation, feel free to like screenshot them maybe, or take a picture, or if not, we can also provide you with the presentation and the information on. So this is what the website looks like, and you'll be able to enter all of your diplomas and whatever, and then you'll find out whether you fulfill all the necessary requirements. So, and then after you've filled in all the information, you'll find out whether you'll be able to access the university through direct general admission or indirect access, meaning that there might still be subject restricted access that you would face and need to fulfill, or that you could either go through the general track with the Studienkolleg or even the fast track at the University of Cologne with the Studienstart International Plus project. So there are basically four different options. However, it's just that you either after having filled out the form, you'll either say direct general admission or indirect access. Exactly. So now I'm going to tell you a bit about the Studienkolleg, the preparatory course. So the Studienkolleg, so-called preparatory course, was kind of created as a bridge between either like a home country and Germany, in your case, the US, of course. And in the Studienkolleg, you learn German academic language skills, terminology relevant to your specific course of studies, basic knowledge and methods, methodology, individual strategies for learning, and also like intercultural communication skills. The Studienkolleg usually lasts like 1 year, takes 1 year to be prepared and to complete it. And after that, you'll be able to merge into or access a bachelor's program. Usually, the German language skill level that's required is B1. And you again need to prove that you have enough money to cover your living expenses, and you would need a valid visa. So now I'm going to quickly introduce the city and University of Cologne just as an example of a university that offers the Studienstart International Plus. And so Cologne is conveniently based or located in the middle, in the center of Europe, basically. You'll be able to reach any city quite easily. Yes. Cologne is the fourth largest city in Germany, is one of the oldest cities in Germany, and it's the economic center of North Rhine-Westphalia and actually the media center of Germany. There's lots of like TV and channels located there. It's a very accessible city. It has a high-class research center. Some of them are located at the University of Cologne, and in total it has 13 different universities. So here's some impressions. We have the cathedral, which Cologne is famous for. We have the carnival celebration each year, chocolate museum, lots of greenery, lots of parks, such as the Rhine Park represented here. Approximately the cost of living kind of comes up to 1,150 euros per month. Semester fee, as you probably know, education in Germany is for free. The only thing you have to pay is a semester fee, kind of a campus maintenance fee of around about 300 euros per semester, so 600 euros per year. And through that, you'll get a public transportation passport that'll take you through the whole of North Rhine-Westphalia. You'll be able to access the sports programs and so on and so forth. There's health insurance, of course, you would need, and accommodation and food and clothing. So all in all, around about 1,150 euros per month, dollars, sorry, per month. The University of Cologne was founded in 1388. It has 4 different clusters of excellence. It's actually known for its interdisciplinary and international research and teaching methodology. It is actually currently the largest university in Germany with around about 50,300 students, and of which 5,300 are international students from 120 countries. Sorry. There are 6 faculties at the University of Cologne and over 150 undergraduate courses and around 65 graduate courses. As I already said, there is no tuition fee in that sense, only the semester campus maintenance fee. There are different campus groups. We have a North American campus group, for instance, but tons of others as well. And the university provides a very international and open atmosphere. These are the 6 faculties. The Faculty of Management, Faculty of Law, Faculty of Medicine, which doesn't include veterinary medicine, the Faculty of Arts and Humanities, the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, and the Faculty of Human Sciences. We also, since we're more of a traditional research university, we do not offer engineering. Again, here are some impressions of the University of Cologne, the main building on the top left, the Student Service Center. There are several cafes, several libraries, and several offers with university sports. We have 3 offices of the University of Cologne throughout the world. One is obviously here in New York, and then we have one in Beijing and in Delhi. Exactly, and for further information, you can just visit our website, uni-cologne.de. Look up the offers, the programs we offer, and then there's information for international students as well. exactly. So now I'm quickly going to introduce the fast track access program for international students at the University of Cologne, the Studienstart International Plus. So as I said before, I was talking about the Studienkolleg, which takes 1 year. The University of Cologne tried to shorten that period to make it possible for international students to access their yeah, chosen degree more quickly and sooner. So the Studienstart International Plus only is 1 semester, and after that you seamlessly transition into your chosen degree program. So basically, there are like different combinations of documents. You would need to be admitted to the Studienstart International Plus, for instance, if you have a high school diploma plus an AP test, or at least 2 successful academic years or an associate degree. You'd be able to enter the Studienstart International Plus, and then there are other combinations as well. Again, if you fill out the DAD form, which I was talking about earlier, and you would be admitted to the Studienkolleg, you at the same time be admitted to the Studienstart International Plus. Yeah, so Studienstart International Plus is kind of like a semester 0, if you like. It's the first semester before your actual degree studies. Each student will have an orientation series, intercultural awareness trainings, supplementary German language courses, and also subject-specific German courses. So, for instance, business German, medical German, etc. And you'd also be able to already take part in selected courses from your degree program. And so, yeah, we offer pre-arrival information, obviously, via the website Untitled International, and also through our colleagues based in Cologne. And there's a buddy program that's part of the Studienstart International program, meaning that you'll get a German buddy, a peer, who would explain everything to you, be there for you if you have any questions, show you around, etc. There's a welcome event for Studienstart International Plus participants, lots of other events throughout the semester, excursions, etc. And after completing that 1 semester of Studienstart International Plus, you'll then be able to seamlessly transition into the pursuit program. Yeah, program of your choice. And now quickly about the application requirements. So you would need a proof of German language proficiency and an eligibility proof and the TESA certificate. For the AS test. Okay, sorry. I'm seeing your questions and I think I'm going to reply to them at the end, I guess. So what does it mean to be eligible? So you would qualify for admission to the preparatory course, Studienstart International Plus, or submit proof that you are qualified to study your intended degree program in your home country. So if you would be admitted to a university here and can prove that, which lots of students from the Studienstart can, then you'll automatically be eligible to access Studienstart International Plus as well. This is a second tool where you could look up whether you are, whether you would be admitted to university. It's from the program UniAssist, which basically is in charge of helping German universities or assisting German universities with finding applicants or looking through applications of applicants. And the TESTAS is a central standardized aptitude test for international students. It's a selection tool that the University of Cologne uses and other German universities as well. And there are test centers worldwide, also in the US. So for instance, in Ohio State, at Ohio State University, at the German Institute Southwest in Houston, at the Deutsches Haus at New York University, and also at the Goethe-Institut New York. And these are the upcoming examination dates for 2020. And so if you want to take the test in March of 2020, you have to register between November and January. If you want to take the test in April, you have to register from between January and March. If you want to take the test in June in Germany, however, you have to register between March and May. So this is the only test um, date that actually only takes place in Germany. And then there's another test date, examination date that takes place in October, sorry, here in the US, and the registration period is from June 2020 through September 2020. Exactly. So yeah, you can look up all of this information as well on Uni Assist. Exactly. Since like for the specific degrees or degree that you want to merge into, there's also an application deadline which you have to be aware of. However, if you take part in the Studienstart, admitted. You'll be definitely admitted to that program, but you still have to hand in your application. So these are the different deadlines for summer and winter semester. All of this information you can look up on our website, University of Cologne International, and then there's a button on the left button, kind of, studying without formal entrance qualification, Studienstart International Plus. There you will find information and also a form that will lead you directly to our colleagues in Cologne, and they'll be able to assist you with any further information. And this is actually them. So on the left you see Britta De Castro and Anastasia Pitko from the International Office of the University of Cologne, and they are the program managers of Studienstart International and will assist you through your application and your enrollment in the program. On the right, you see Dr. Eva Bosbach. She's the executive director of the University of Cologne, New York's office. Exactly. So we would be happy to see you as an attendant and student of Studienstart International Plus at our university. And I thank you for listening. And I guess now I'm gonna
thank you.
Look at your
sure. Thank you, Antonia, for this very interesting presentation about the University of Cologne. And we already have two questions, and I also have some of them. So our very first one was, how many American students study at the University of Cologne currently?
Okay, so that's interesting. I actually don't know that.
Yeah.
I would have to look that up. I know that in the Studienstart International Plus, since the creation of the program in 2009, there were 10 American students that took part in the program. That might be because lots of Americans have dual citizenship. So if you have dual citizenship, if you have a certain level of German, you might not need to take part in Studienstart International.
Right.
And so there might be other Americans that aren't registered as Americans at our university.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure about
yeah. And it's also good to mingle with German and other international students when studying abroad. Yeah, right. Okay, and then there was another question. How would you recommend to prepare for the US test? Is there preparatory material or some websites maybe?
There actually is. I don't have the link on me right now, but again, that will be something either if we get in touch and whoever Nolan asked the question, I could definitely look up that information and send you the links. Also, our colleagues in Cologne could definitely tell you more about that. And yeah, exactly. So that's it.
Okay, very good. So on our website from the Digital Career Booster, you also find the information to all our presenters here and also their email addresses. So when you have any further questions which weren't answered here, you can contact them directly. I have another question.
And there's also Nolan, I think, just ask another question.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, does the program you just presented, does it only apply to Cologne University?
Exactly, it does. The Studienstart International Plus only applies to the University of Cologne. Yes, exactly. It's just an alternative for people who, I don't know, want to definitely want to study at the University of Cologne, I guess. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And does the University of Cologne support US students in the search for housing, or is there a student housing?
There definitely is student housing. The University of Cologne doesn't really assist in a sense, I guess, as it's done here in the US. However, there's the so-called Kölner Studierendenwerk, where you can apply for student housing, and yeah, they'll then definitely support you with that.
Okay.
It's also that I guess there's like this difference of that in Germany, or at least in Cologne, um, students do not necessarily live in student housing.
Yeah.
It's also very common, I guess, to just rent an apartment with friends, with
Yeah.
other
Shared apartments
students.
are very popular.
Exactly.
Yeah, with many
Exactly.
students. Yeah, that's true. And maybe another question I had here, can I apply to participate if I have a German passport?
Hold on, I actually have to. Yeah, exactly. Um, Actually, you can not, unfortunately, because as you have a German passport, you just basically are a German student.
Yeah,
Like
a
you're
German citizen. Yeah,
a German citizen, and you just have to apply like any other German citizen as well
yeah,
on a regular, yeah, on the regular track.
yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
And what, there was another question. Can I take a preparatory German course to get myself up to the German level needed to apply for Studienstart? Do you offer anything?
Mm, we don't really offer any. We would simply just suggest you taking classes, I guess, here, or maybe go to Germany earlier, take classes there. Unfortunately, we do not offer that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for the presentation and for the Q&A. As far as I can see it, there are no more questions, but as we just mentioned, you could contact um, Antonia Chibuzor directly. Yeah, and then I would like to thank you, and in a few moments, our next presentation will start. So, yeah, bye. Nice to see you. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye. You too. Bye.
Thank you.